Radio Network. Let's take a look at the midday market trade. Joining me, it's livestock market analyst Kyle Bumsted. Kyle, coming back on a Monday here. Looks like we've been kind of back and forth. What's going on so far today?
That's right, Chad. We have been back and forth. We started higher this morning, made what I would call an open price high, or a high of the day was put in here within the first couple of minutes of trade here, and then we've just kind of been listlessly trading back and forth here across the unchanged here for the last couple hours. Now we are trading at 219.02.5 here, up 15 cents in this August live cattle contract. We've had a $2.42 range from the highs of 220.05 down to 217.62. And on the feeder cattle side of things here, August feeders trading steady money here today around 310.15. They've traded a $3.45 range from 311.72 down to 308.27.5. So that index today, when the Merc updates it later, hold on to your hats, folks, is going to be up $4.30 at 310.46, with a daily number going into that at 316.84 on a little over 5,400 head. We finally got some decent numbers there, or some decent prices off that Texas direct down south, and some of the other direct feed yard sales in the south were pretty decent as well. Now, we are also going to have some sizable sales come in from the weekend. I know Dunlap, Iowa had the World Livestock Auctioneering Contest. There's some high-dollar cattle at that sale, and that's going to probably prop that index up here tomorrow. There were also some other sales out here throughout the country over the weekend that saw some higher feeder cattle sales as well. So I look for that index to be supported here. Just like the futures on dips here, it's finding support here. If we were to close underneath this 218 area on August live cattle, we might see us dwindle back down there to that 215.5 area, but it's pretty tough to do that when you're trading cash at 235 to 238 here in Kansas, and we traded as high as 244 and some light 245 in Nebraska and western Iowa here last week.
Thank you so much. Again, livestock market analyst Kyle Bumsted. Call him at 308-708-7340. This is the Rural Radio Network.
In Nebraska, we take care of one another, but proposed cuts in the House Reconciliation Bill would have a dire impact on hard-working Nebraska communities. The bill would shift part of the federal responsibility for SNAP to the states, which are already facing strapped budgets. This would cost Nebraska roughly $49 million. These changes would hurt local grocery stores and growers and affect our most vulnerable populations. We urge you to contact Senator Fisher today to oppose these cuts and stand with Nebraskans. Paid for by food banks in Nebraska.
In a world of constant change, one thing remains unwavering: our commitment to rural America. Chad Moyer here on the Rural Radio Network. Our team stands firm in our dedication to the heartland, delivering essential news, market updates, and community stories that matter most to rural communities. We're here for you, today and every day, because we believe in the strength and the resilience of rural America.
This is a market update. I'm Bruce Gorder on the Rural Radio Network. News on the tariff and trade talks is more positive early this week, and U.S. officials slated to meet with China in London today, and Japan and the U.S. is scheduled for a fifth day of talks also. The U.S. is having ongoing talks with India, and rumor has it that Vietnam is close to a deal which may involve the purchase of 900,000 metric tons of corn. U.S. corn export demand continues to run well ahead of USDA expectations, with Thursday's June WASDE report likely to include an upward revision of U.S. exports by 100 million bushels. Weekend rains were widespread as expected, with strong amounts for most, save for Iowa and the Northwest Belt, but those areas look favorable for the next system later this week. July corn is down 5.5 at 4.37. December down 9 3/4 at 4.39.5. July soybeans down 1 1/4, 10.56. November down 6 3/4 at 10.30 1/4. July wheat in Chicago down 11 1/4 at 5.43.5. July Kansas City down 10 1/4 at 5.39. July wheat in Minneapolis is down 10 cents at 6.25 1/4. August live cattle up 55 cents at 219.42. October up 17 at 215.70. August feeder cattle a dime higher at 310.25. September up 20 at 309.32. July lean hogs down a nickel at 107.05. The August contract up 75 at 110.15. Class 3 milk for July is up 12 cents at 18.96. And you're listening to the Rural Radio Network.